Hey friends! Today we're diving deep into the teachings from the metaphysical masterpiece, The Law of Creation by Dr. Wayne Dyer. This book is not just a read, it's a revelation. So buckle up and prepare for a journey that will redefine your understanding of reality. We'll explore profound concepts like the hidden pattern behind reality, the difference between being a reactor. The law of our creation challenges this notion, asserting that we are not passive observers, but active participants in the grand tapestry of life. The book guides him through a series of exercises and meditations designed to help him understand the nature of reality and his place within it. Chapter 1: The Hidden Pattern Behind Reality. Our story unfolds with Lily, a woman brimming with creative energy and ideas. However, she finds herself trapped in a cycle of unfulfilled potential. Despite her best efforts, her dreams seem elusive, always just out of reach. Identity refers to our beliefs about ourselves and our sense of who we are. In other words, to bring something into existence, we must first see it clearly in our minds and feel it in our hearts. This concept is often misunderstood, leading many to believe that manifestation happens overnight or through sheer willpower. Lila realizes that the desire to chase money, love, or success stems from a place of lack and limitation. Instead, the book encourages her to adopt the mindset of someone who already possesses what they desire. Like Lila, we all have the power to create the reality we desire, but it requires a conscious effort to align our thoughts, beliefs, and actions with our deepest aspirations. The law of creation reminds us that we are not limited by external circumstances or chance occurrences, but by our own perceptions and beliefs. It empowers us to take control of our lives and shape our future by harnessing the laws of the universe. As you close this book, ask yourself, what changes will you make in your life based on these profound teachings? How will you apply the principles of creation to manifest your dreams and create a reality that aligns with your true self? Embrace the journey of self-discovery and personal growth that awaits you, and step into your power as a co-creator of your own destiny. Remember, the universe is vast and full of possibilities, and you have the power to shape your reality. Trust in the process, believe in yourself, and take bold steps towards creating the life you truly desire. The law of creation has revealed the key to unlocking your potential. Now it's time to put these teachings into practice and witness the incredible transformations that await you. Go forth with courage and determination, knowing that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. Thank you for joining me on this enlightening journey through the Law of Creation by Dr. Wayne Dyer. May the wisdom and insights shared in this book serve as a guiding light on your path to self-discovery and personal growth. Remember, you have the power to create the reality you desire. Trust in the process, believe in yourself, and take bold steps towards manifesting your dreams. Until next time, keep creating the life you truly desire. This shift in perspective allows her to align with the energy of abundance and attract her desires effortlessly. Lila learns that true creation comes from a state of stillness and presence, where she is open to receiving the blessings that the universe has in store for her. She no longer chases after her dreams, but instead allows them to unfold naturally, knowing that the universe has a plan for her. However, the book emphasizes that true creation requires a deep shift in consciousness and a willingness to align with the flow of the universe. She understands that the universe does not respond to our wants or desires, but rather to our identity, beliefs, and energy. In other words, to manifest something in our lives, we must first become the person who already has what they desire. This realization marks a significant shift in Lila's consciousness. She no longer sees herself as a separate entity from the universe, but as an integral part of it. She recognizes that she is a co-creator of her reality, and that her thoughts, beliefs, and intentions shape her experiences. Lila learns that the process of creation is not linear, and that obstacles are simply opportunities for growth and learning. Instead of relying on external validation or signs, she develops an unwavering belief in her vision. She trusts that the universe will conspire to bring her desires into fruition. Intention involves setting clear goals and desires, while energy encompasses the emotions and vibrations we emit. As Lila continues to embody her new identity and live in accordance with her higher purpose, she faces resistance from her old self, which desperately tries to cling to existence. The book explains that this resistance often manifests as fear, doubt, and negative emotions, which can shake Lila's confidence and pull her back into old patterns of behavior. However, she remains steadfast, recognizing that the struggle between her old and new selves is a necessary part of the transformation process. Through meditation and introspection, Lila embraces the conflict, understanding that it allows her to release the old and embrace the new with even greater clarity and conviction. She realizes that the key to overcoming this internal battle lies in her ability to surrender to the flow of life and trust in the guidance of the universe. According to the book, these three elements form a powerful triangle of creation. When they are aligned and balanced, we can harness the full power of the universe to manifest our desires. However, when any one of these points is out of balance, it can disrupt the flow of creation and hinder our ability to manifest our intentions. Lila understands that to create the life she desires, she must align these three forces. She starts by examining her identity and challenging her limiting beliefs. She sets clear intentions and visualizes her desired outcomes. Finally, she focuses on maintaining a positive and abundant energy. Discouraged, she starts to blame external factors for her misfortunes, feeling helpless in the face of her circumstances. Enter the enigmatic old man from the coffee shop. His simple message, "You create your reality," becomes the catalyst for Lila's transformation. Intrigued yet skeptical, she decides to investigate further. Little does she know that this encounter will set her on a journey that will forever change the way she perceives reality. She buys a copy of The Law of Creation, which reveals to her that everything in her life, both positive and negative, is a result of her thoughts, beliefs, and actions. The book introduces her to the idea that she is not a passive victim of circumstances, but an active creator of her own destiny. With each turn of the page, he gains a deeper appreciation for the power that lies dormant within him. It introduces us to the concept of the creator, an individual who harnesses the laws of the universe to shape their reality according to their desires and intentions. The book serves as a guide, illuminating the path for those seeking to transcend the limitations of their current circumstances and create a life that aligns with their deepest aspirations. As Lila delves deeper into the teachings of the law of creation, she discovers a stark reality that most people go through life as reactors rather than creators. They allow external events and other people's actions to dictate their thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. In contrast, creators take an active role in shaping their lives. They understand that they have the power to attract what they desire, and they take responsibility for creating their own reality. Lila recognizes that she has been living as a reactor for most of her life, blaming others and external circumstances for her failures and setbacks. However, she is determined to change and become a creator. She realizes that to do so, she must first shift her mindset and take control of her life. The book emphasizes that true freedom comes from recognizing one's power as a creator and consciously shaping one's reality rather than being a mindless reactor to external stimuli. And a creator, the creator's triangle, seeing it before it's visible, and finally, creating without chasing. By the end of this journey, you'll realize that you are not merely a participant in life, but the very architect of your reality. Let's start with a thought experiment. Imagine a man in his mid-30s. His life feels like a jumble of loose threads. His job, a constant grind. His relationship, a fading ember. His health, a distant memory. Everywhere he looks, he sees reminders of missed opportunities and unrealized dreams. One rainy afternoon, As he walks home from work, he finds himself passing by a dusty old bookstore. Drawn by an invisible force, he steps inside. The musty smell of old paper envelops him, and amidst the labyrinth of books, he spots one that seems to glow with an otherworldly light. The title embossed on the cover reads, "The Law of Creation." Intrigued, he takes it off the shelf and opens it. As he delves deeper into its pages, he realizes that this book holds the key to unraveling the hidden pattern behind reality. It unveils the profound truth that our lives are not a product of random chance, but rather a reflection of a deeper, more fundamental reality. We often find ourselves caught in the relentless cycle of everyday life, feeling like mere spectators in the grand theater of existence. As our protagonist continues to absorb these teachings, he starts to recognize the patterns in his life that have been holding him back from achieving his true potential. Now let's dive into the 7 chapters that make up this enlightening read, exploring the profound wisdom shared by Dr. Wayne Dyer. Chapter 2, The Creator versus the Reactor. Chapter 3, The Triangle of Creation. The law of creation identifies 3 primary forces that influence our reality: identity, intention, and energy. Chapter 4, Seeing It Before It's Visible. The law of creation teaches that creation begins in the mind, long before it manifests in physical reality. Chapter 5, Collapse of the Old Self. Chapter 6, Creating Without Chasing. One of the most liberating teachings from the law of creation is the concept of creating without chasing. Chapter 7, The Final Realization. After integrating the teachings from the previous chapters, Lila experiences a profound realization. Now, the question is, what will you do with this knowledge?